.4 assists. Has struggled a little bit from three the last couple of games, but usually means that he's due for one as he floats it up and in. The first basket of the game is brought to you by Hyundai. Hook it. Claxton on the attack and the banker.
Excellent job going inside. Working the two-man game between Johnson and Claxton and take advantage with that size.
Oubre, first bucket for Philly.
Speaking of, I think they're a little slow to get back in the this summer, huh?
I mean, he completely revitalized his career, it felt like, through the Olympics as Grimes just cleared the space and throws it down. So the 6-0 spurt from Picks this summer, and he's been a huge addition for Philly. Russell sneaks in for the deuce.
Nice patience at the end of the dribble there. A lot of room, though. They can play a little quicker and space things.
Russell, stutter step. Oh, D'Lo's feeling it.
It is wild to think the expectations with the Paul George.
Russell adding to his tally, 14 first quarter points.
Pick up.
In motion with 6 on the clock. It's George dancing on Johnson. Back to Drummond. Floats it up and in. That's fans are familiar.
Already in his 30s.
Got the block on Claxton and then knocked away by Grimes. Doughton attacks on Russell and scoops it home.
Quickness.
Edwards just discarded something, looked like a wristband under the basket. And he'll pull the three in transition. He'll hit the three in transition. Council back outside, 3 to shoot. Yabusele, swing it. Corner 3, Council missed everything. Oh, it's taken away. Edwards in the perfect spot for that pass, and Oubre finishes it off.
And the Nets got to be aware of that. We saw Paul George doing it some. Edwards right.
To shoot for this backup point guard, Trendon Watford. Spins away from Oubre, gets inside and just muscles it through. And let's see, they're going to add, a couple extra milliseconds out there. 10.5 on the clock, so shot clock turned off regardless. Jordi Fernandez making sure his team knows. Stay away, don't foul. Doughton gets it across, 3 seconds left. Doughton will attack on Council here, recognizes the size mismatch, just can't finish. Sharp vacuums it in and scoops it through. 7 offensive, different level right now as he's finally seemingly healthy and comfortable simultaneously on the court. Williams right through. His first quarter with 14 points. They'll remain aggressive. Williams catch and shoot. Had it blocked on the outside and then taken in. Sharp again. George inside. Spray it to the outside. Edwards, drive, slam. Jordi Fernandez was hoping for a travel inwards. That looked like a double dribble. Instead, Edwards will get a step away Jay for 2. One of the highest recruits in the country 2 years ago as a McDonald's All-American. Look out! Keon Johnson showing off the 48-inch vertical. Go 2 for 1 if they play it right here, but it doesn't look like Brooklyn's in any real hurry yet. Johnson spins away from Edwards. Screen come. Bona spikes it away. Butler in transition. Grimes all alone. Hits the 3.
Good response by Philadelphia.
Watford. Guarded by Butler. Spins, kicks, swing. Johnson, 3 balls, short. And a chance to make it a 1-possession game with 2 seconds left. Oh, Butler put it on iron. But it harmlessly falls to the hardwood. And
through challenges and highs and lows, so you better be passionate about it and be prepared.
Yabusele just running the floor. They call him Dancing Bear for a reason. Still working his way through and playing at a high level as George finally gets in the scoring column. Was 0 for 3 in that first half. All personnel, especially if you're a great rebounder. D'Angelo Russell has the softest misses as Cam Johnson attacks with cruel intentions and rips that position. Grimes rises and connects. Philly with their first lead since gets rid of it. Keon Johnson, attack mode for 2. Bounce, Edwards, pull, and hit. Just showing his full arsenal. Traffic, he'll take it himself. Can't finish, got it back, had it blocked. Claxton again, too strong inside. Russell fend off, just patient inside.
Smooth looking left.
Make some noise.
Do right here.
Back to a 10-point game. Oubre in traffic, hangs, no, rebound, Sharp. Nets with a chance to take their lead as well. Russell's got to get rid of it. It's Wilson into the corner, Awoma. Weak side rebound, Martin. Hot hand. Double, Awoma, hit, 3 on the clock, floats it up and in. Broken play, Awoma. Picks up floor. They find him here with 7 seconds left. Double comes. Doughton will let it fly. Too strong. Weak side rebound and put back for Grimes. 1.4 on the clock. Williams in. Martin flings. Too strong. 19-8 run to end it. Butler over to Edwards. Attacks, floats, and hits. Tough bucket over Williams for Jupp. So Edwards comes off the bench tonight, 13 points. Meanwhile, Jared Butler, 9 assists. And Tyrese Martin knocks down the tray.
Big one defense.
Well, these aren't the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. They certainly aren't at the current numbers for the season where they're at tonight. As Butler stayed with them, sent them packing. 4-on-1 for Brooklyn, lob it up. Watford slam it home. The block and the bam.
That's why they're here, and so I think you're going to see them continue to improve.
Just exquisite ball movement out of the timeout leads to a sharp. Grimes attacks the closeout. Inside, Oubre lays it in, and Jordi Fernandez will take one of his final 2 timeouts with a... I'm very thankful for it. Bounce it, Oubre floats it in. Well, Oubre has scored 9 in a row, pulled in by Grimes. They'll look to push the pace. Kick it. Oubre, 3-ball, splash. Kelly Oubre coming alive in the pot. Shovel it outside. Keon Johnson on the drive and kick. Wilson, 3. Bullseye!
I think it's so much fun to see the background stories of these players that we cheer for.
George lost it on the way up, out of bounds, staying here. You can find a lot of them on the double. Ripped away. Cam Johnson took it from him like candy from a baby, and the easy bucket on the other end. Back to 10 for Brooklyn. Oubre. Oh! Nick Claxton! Exclamation point defensively. For the dagger here with 1:40 to play. It's Watford. Russell, a 3. Long rebound, their 3rd straight win, and 6th in the last 7. Watford inside. Claxton, the easiest one of the night. Timeout.
Earlier, Jordi Fernandez saying it was one of the weirdest things he's seen, but
as that one goes down, Beekman got screened out of the play.
that's where you've got to have a lot of attention to detail.
Grimes, corner, 3, no. Whitehead, bear hugs the...
White has looked really good with Long Island. These are our moments that matter.
Grimes going to take it coast to coast. 6-point game. Get it in cleanly for Whitehead. Doubled there, turns it over. Grimes, Euros, finishes. 19.7 left. 4-point ball game. Young Guns stay in.
Just look at it. Just look at it.
In for Yabusele. 15 seconds left. Grimes going to pull the 3. Short. Rebound. Up for grabs. Grimes saves. George. 8 seconds left. George. Edwards. 5 seconds left. Johnson, perfect defense. Edwards missed the 3. And the Nets are going to hold on. A 3rd consecutive win. And yet again, Brooklyn holds their opponent under 100. The final score, 196.